Before Lordship,
Yes.
in this case was mentioned 23, but fixed on last Friday, but not though numbered, but not listed. It may be taken by the tomorrow, my lord.
What is the case about?
Case about, my lord, some patha lands are evicted by the concerned district authority of Dorong and Floridpur, and urgency is there are some fruit cultivation. They are drying up now, my lord. Therefore, there are some urgency, and that matter may be taken, my lord, tomorrow, my lord, because already that was mentioned.
When do you want it?
Tomorrow, my lord.
Wednesday.
Must.
Give it.
May please, your lordship. Lordship, I am praying for listing of this matter in the orders column, lordship.
Why?
Right.
What order is required?
Lordship, your lordship was allowed the petitioner to take dusty service upon the respondent, private respondent, on or before 21/8/22, 23, lordship. The petitioner was in Puri, lordship. So
Let it come. These are not urgent matters. Yes, next please. Yes.
Your lordship, I beg to mention item number 35.
Hmm.
We will be filing the rejoinder today. It's in the process of being filed.
Hmm.
And I've served a copy in advance to the counsel for the respondent bank.
Hmm.
Your lordship may fix a date for hearing in wherever the court, as a short date, your lordship.
Short date is not possible. These matters have been adjourned so many times.
Your lordship, we are filing
We'll post it after 15th October.
after 15th
15th
October.
October, yes. Miss, your name please? M. Das.
M. Das.
Direct counsel appearing for the applicant. Stroke.
Your lordship, I am for the SDFC bank. Respondent number 1.
Applicant herein submits that rejoinder affidavit
Yes, your lordship.
has been filed on behalf of our client in this case, which is not on record. Therefore, this matter will be listed for orders after tagging the rejoinder affidavit with the record of the case. Miss, your name?
Yes, ma'am.
S. Yasmin, learned counsel, is present on behalf of the other side and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, registry to tag the affidavit with the record of this case and list the matter in the first week of October. Yes.
Much obliged, your lordship.
May I please? Lordship, I beg to mention for withdrawal of item number, my lord, infractuous, my lord. Item number 37.
Item 37.
Yes, my lord.
Why infractious?
My lord, pursuant to the, my lord, this order, my lord, an appeal was filed in which, my lord, and direction was given to complete the process of no confidence motion. Accordingly, it was done, my lord, and so, my lord, it is infractuous.
Mr. J.M.A. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the order of this court was modified in an
Appeal?
Whereby the directions have been already complied with and therefore nothing survives for our duty. Nothing survives in this contempt case. Taking note of the submission of Mr. Chaudhary, these matters can be closed.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 27. Lordship, with prior permission of the other side, I pray for listing of this item after 3 weeks, my lord.
Not listing, adjournment for 3 weeks.
Adjournment.
No more listing orders. On the prayer of Mr. S. Vikas, learned counsel for the petitioner made with the consent of the other side, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks. Yes.
Highly obliged.
Yeah, please, your lordship, I beg to mention items 16 and 20. Kindly adjourn the matter for a week as my senior is unaware. And in item 20, lordship, affidavit is ready, but we will file once the counsel is better, lordship.
You are appearing for petitioners.
Yes, in 16 and in 20 for respondent 9 and 10.
On the prayer of learned counsel for the petition, item 16, made with the consent of the other side, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks. And in item 29, on the prayer of learned counsel for the respondent numbers 9 and 10.
10, yes. Item
With
20.
the consent of the other side, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks. Yes.
Obliged, lordship.
Lordship, in item number 44, I have filed an affidavit on dusty today, so same may be called for. Item number 44.
What is the matter?
I mean,
Affidavit today. You are for whom?
I'm for the petitioner, Mina Sarma.
We'll see. Let the matter be called up. We'll see.
Obliged, Lordship.
daily list for more. I don't want.
None appears for the writ petitioner when the matter is called up. It appears that the petitioner's counsel was absent even on the previous date, that is 27/6/2023, when the writ petition was called up before this court. You all are for? Miss N. Borderline, Leonard, no, you're right. Mr. J. Henry, Leonard, Government Advocate Assam is present on behalf of the respondent number 6. Since the petitioner has remained absent on 2 consecutive occasions when this matter was called up before this court, it appears that the writ petitioner is no longer interested to pursue this matter before this court. As such, this writ petition stands dismissed on account of non-prosecution.
Item 2.
May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, my senior has some personal difficulty, Lordship. He could not come today. And he maybe give
Lordship,
one-
I was directed to furnish instruction. No extra copy has been served to me till date. Your
Today will
Lordship.
furnish, Lordship.
On the request of petitioner's counsel, let this matter be listed again after a week. In the meantime, the petitioner to furnish extra copy of the writ petitioner to Ms. N. Bordelais, Leonard SC. Revenue.
Bless you.
I'm obliged, Lordship.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, this is a case, my lord, where the writ petitioner before your lordship is a board of directors, elected board of directors, my lord, by imping order page 26, annexure 5, my lord.
Yes,
What happened, my lord? Some complaint has been received by the Register of Cooperative Societies. After hearing the parties, Register has come to the conclusion that the 4 members of the board of directors are not eligible to contest the election. Accordingly, entire, my lord, process of election was, my lord, set aside. Then, my lord, what happened? Some of the, my lord, then out of 15 members, 11 members approached the honorable court. Honorable court was pleased to stay the operation of the order, my lord. It is, my lord, here is the case. So far as the present writ petitioner is concerned, my lord, under section 27(1), she was, my lord, declared as, my lord, not qualified to contest the election, my lord. But 27(1) provides for, my lord, continuation of member for a period of 1 year, my lord. Here is a case, my lord, petitioner before your lordship is a member since 2018, my lord. I have annexed the documents and the order passed by the register is contrary to the record.
so
my lord.
this order dated 4/7/2023 is already under challenge
Yes, my lord.
in another proceeding.
Another proceeding.
That is WBC 4099 of
Yes,
2000.
yes, my lord.
So we'll issue notice and tag it with the other proceedings.
Yes, my lord. And my lord, in the other case, my lord, it was stayed, my lord, in respect of those petitioners, my lord. So, my lord, in present case, that may be stayed, my
No, notification is statement state.
lord. No, my lord.
Why?
No, my lord.
In
The-
respect of others, what has happened? Well, in the other case, those petitioners say that findings is in respect of 4 persons. So therefore, my lord, entire, my lord, election could not have been set aside. On that count, my lord, the honorable court passed the order saying that in respect of 11 members, where there was no allegation and finding, that was stayed, my lord. Now the other, my lord, person against whom there is some allegation, she has approached, my lord. That is the case.
All right, heard Mr. J.M. Chaudhary, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. S. Talukdar, Learned Standing Counsel, Corporation Department, Assam, appearing for the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3. By filing this writ petition, a challenge has been made to the order dated 4/7/2023, issued by the respondent number 2, declaring that the
Not eligible under section 27 to participate in the election, my lord.
that some of the board members
Yes.
were not eligible to participate in the election stroke AGM of the Dakshin Bogoribari SS Limited, and therefore their induction into the board was illegal. Full stop. While order dated 24/7/2023 passed by this court in WPC number 4099 of 2023, instituted by as many as 7 board members, this court, 7 board members assailing the same notification dated 4/7/2023. This court, while issuing notice, had passed an interim order suspending the operation of the impugned order insofar as 11 board of directors are concerned, apparently on the ground that there was no allegation against them. Full stop. The present writ petitioner has approached this court by filing this writ petition, entirely contending that the allegation brought against her is unfounded and therefore deserves interference, and therefore she is entitled to similar relief as granted to the petitioners in WPC number 4099/2023. Mr. S.K. Talukdar, Learned Department Counsel, is paid for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 4 weeks since Mr. Talukdar has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents. No formal notice, extra copies. This writ petition along with WPC number 4099/2023. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that the interim order passed in WPC number 4099/2023 shall operate in the present case as well.
Not just.
May it please your lordship, my lord, I'm telling the service tax demand, my lord. What happened is that, my lord, so called was issued to the father of the petitioner, my lord. Father of the petitioner submitted reply, my lord. Pending adjudication by the so called, my lord, the father died, my lord.
Yes, what do you have to say?
Lordship, we have to take instruction, your lordship.
All right, hard Mr. R.S. Mr. Counsel for the
As for number 2, 3, 4, and 5.
assailing the order dated 10/4/2023 passed by the appellate authority. That is respond number 5, affirming the earlier order dated 19/1/2022 with some modification, thereby confirming the demand of service tax of a sum of rupees 64,63,606 raised against the deceased father of the petitioner. The instant writ petition has been filed internally contending that the petitioner has not inherited the business of his father and therefore did not have any liability in this matter. Moreover, it is contended that the proceedings have been continued against a dead person. Therefore, the same was not maintainable in the eye of law. Stop. Ms. R. Decker, Learned Standing Counsel, GST authorities, is present and prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks. Since Mr. H.K. Gupta, Learned CGC, has appeared and accepted notice for respond number 1 and Ms. Decker for respond numbers 2 to 5. No further notice is required to send in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the Learned Department Counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction in the matter. Heard in the prayer of interim, having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that no coercive action shall be initiated against the petitioner in terms of the for compliance of the order dated 10/4/2023 without the leave of the court.
May please your lordship. Your lordship, this writ petition is pertaining to the non-payment of the ex gratia amount to the petitioner in terms of the notification dated 15/11/2014, your lordship. Your lordship, in this case, the husband of the
By
petitioner.
filing this writ petition,
Lordship, NOK has not been annexed. Next of kin.
issue notice.
Yes, sir.
Your lordship,
The petitioner is seeking a writ of mandamus directing the respondents to pay ex gratia compensation of rupees 2 lakhs to her as per notification dated 15/11/2014 issued by the government of Assam on account of accidental death of her husband. Full stop. I have perused the averments made in the writ petition. Upar had Mr. M. Ahmed,
I.H.
I.H. Rashkol and counsel for the petition. I have perused the amendments made in the writ petition. Ms. N. Bordelais, learned standing counsel, Revenue Department, Assam, prays for some time to obtain instruction. NOM 6 weeks. Since Ms. Bordelais has appeared and accepted notice for respondent number 1
and 2.
and 2, and Mr. J. Hendik, learned.
I'm for respondent number 4.
And Mr. H. Shalia, learned standing counsel, Finance Department for respondent number 4 and comma D. And Mr. J. Hendik, learned additional senior government advocate Assam for respondent number. Salvation notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition, requisitive numbers, be furnished to the Learned Department Council, so as to enable them to obtain instruction, facilitating disposal of the writ petition at the stage of admission.
We'll
file the NOK.
Your Lordship, in the meantime, I may be allowed to file the NOC.
The writ petitioner is granted liberty to file additional affidavit, bringing on record the next of kin, NOK certificate. Yes, next.
I'm obliged.
Let me, your lordship, the petitioner has challenged the impugned order dated lordship. Annex 3 lordship, page 21, whereby the committee of the petitioner was dissolved and another committee was formed under the Lahorighat Development Block lordship.
Challenge in Annexure C, page 21.
21 lord.
What is the date of the order?
15/3/2023.
15/3,
15/3/2023.
2020.
23.
15/3/2023. Yes. Yes, what is the ground of challenge?
Lordship, the committee was continuing the construction work in respect of the market seat lordship and Borshala Sharial Delhi market lordship. And without the knowledge of the petitioner, the committee was dissolved and new committee was formed lordship.
Knowledge.
Yes.
Was it necessary to bring it in the knowledge of the petitioner?
Oh, that is not.
Then
Lordship, we have referred the representation also before the chief executive officer lordship, that is an excerpt for lordship.
you are appearing for whom?
Lordship, PNRD,
Your seek instruction will
Lordship.
post it on Friday.
Lordship.
Yes. Or Mr. M.K. Boral, counsel for the petitioner, parents the amendments made in the writ petition. Considering the limited nature of grievance expressed in the petition to the effect that the impugned order dated 15/3/2020 was passed without considering the grievance of the petitioner. Miss, your name please?
J. Bora, Lordship.
Ms. J. Bora, learned SC PNRD Department, Assam, is granted time till 1st of September 2023 to seek instruction, to seek preliminary instruction, responding to the allegation made in the writ petition. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Ms. Bora. Let this matter be listed again for motion on 1/9/2000.
Oblige, your Lordship.
Supplementary list for motion item 46.
My lord wanted to see the.
Yes, what is the security, what is the?
It has come.
Review receive.
Why don't you place these facts on record in the form of an affidavit? There's some instruction,
Pairwise comment has also come. We can file an affidavit.
but we'll fix it on 1st September.
Right.
Are you available on 1st September for motion?
20. I will not please.
They've got some instruction. See, you will appreciate that these are matters where we'll only see the process. Whether there is a threat perception or not, the court will not make a comment on that.
No,
They have clearly said that things have changed. These extremist groups have surrendered. There is no threat perception of the petitioner. Nothing has been brought to the notice of the petition. This is their stand. Mandamus to provide security will be difficult.
I will rely on your lordship judgment.
No, what is the principle? Like if somebody comes for security,
Your lordships have held,
Hmm.
following the Supreme Court, because it's all right, they have a right to make a threat perception
Hmm.
about the requirement. But that is not always conclusive.
Hmm.
You have to look at it from the point of view of the citizen.
Hmm.
If he has a genuine fear,
Hmm.
which is amply clear in this case throughout the period,
Hmm.
not only the state government, but also the central government has given him an equipment which is not given to a civilian. And the government has extended it up to 2026. It is absolutely clear that there is some amount of threat at some place, both at the level of the state government as well as the central government. Now, in that situation, what your lordships did, and which the Supreme Court also said, that very well, your satisfaction is not conclusive. The person who is facing the threat, he is the best judge. You give him at his cost, you pay him. And that's what your lordship did in the judgment following the Supreme Court order. Supreme Court also said the same thing. That very well, you will not get it free, you have to pay for it. Very good, we are ready to pay for it.
Let us file the affidavit and lordship will take up.
you file it by day after tomorrow.
Your
Day after
lordship's
tomorrow, too
judgment,
early.
I have already given. it.
Lordship may take it up on 7th. Will
No,
inevitable because
No. We are now under your lordship's protection, my lord. Let us not face a situation where we may have to regret
well, the
things.
petitioner is always at liberty if he's really concerned about his threat person. He's always at liberty to engage a private security. Who is preventing him? Whether he is interested in a government PSO or a private PSO. Security is important or government PSO is important.
You have armed private security agencies in Assam.
There are plenty. Armed, I don't know, man, but security agencies are there.
Yeah, it will be very.
I'll find out. Let me file the affidavit.
We also read the papers so that we may not be in the.
Mr. Murthy, file your affidavit. You see, we can't. Whatever is the answer, we have to give it. So we file it by Wednesday. We can have it on Friday, or you want it after that
No,
short
Friday,
stretch of vacation.
Friday.
We can have it postpone it also.
No, your lordship, because there is some urgency. He has also got a new assignment clearance for a helipad. There will be always all kinds of things will be coming. So let us have it on.
Mr. Goswami, Senior Counsel, listed by Ms. M. Nyog. A. Nyog, Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. B. Mazumdar, Learned Additional AG Assam, assisted by Ms. S. Sharma, Learned DA Assam, who has appeared and submits that he has received pairwise comments and instructions, according to which there is no threat perception for the petitioner to demand a PSO. However, Mr. Majumdar seeks a short opportunity till Wednesday, give the date so and so, to place the said facts on record in the form of an affidavit. Expressing extreme urgency in the matter, Mr. Goswami has sought posting of this case for motion again on 1/9/2023. Prayer allowed. List this case again on 1/9/2023. The affidavit on behalf of the official respondents be filed on or before what's the date? This is 30th of August 2023 by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's copy.
Lordship may also note that your lordship will consider the interim matter on
No,
that.
it is for motion.
Oh, yeah, your lordship. One first.
Yes.
Deep level.
May I please, your lordship? My lordship,
Impugned order is on page 20, my lordship, annexed 2,
Page 20.
page 20, annexed 2. 24 hours notice, my lordship, for eviction, my lordship. We are not encroachers, my lord. I have annexed the land revenue receipts, my lordship. We are,
What is this 24 hours notice? 6 hours notice? Half an hour notice? Why 24 hours? How can a person be expected to vacate a land in 24 hours notice?
True, my lord. The only thing, my lord, in my humble submission, the
The
petitioner
only
has-
thing is this 24 notice is good enough for the court to state. Rest of the things we'll see later.
only thing, my lord, he
What
has
is the
no
art settlement?
semblance of a right, my
What?
lord, over the land. my
No,
lord.
no, you give notice and give 24 hours to vacate. People who are in
This is
occupation.
whether he has what his rights over the land are not to be seen on the body of the petition. my lord.
That is a matter of examination, but
Very well. my
the only question I am posing is, do you give a 24-hour notice to someone to vacate a plot of land where he is, you are living, residing?
yes, my lordship.
This is a,
I have annexed the receipts, my lordship. Thekumari Anchalik Panchayat allotted. my
Tax
lordship,
receipt,
tax receipt.
Anchalik Panchayat.
whatever it is.
And they have, my lord, let them demarcate the land which has been allotted to bus stand, my lordship. Without
He has not
demarcation.
made any application, my lord, let him move an application. He has not made any application, he has not annexed anything that he
Alright,
has.
then we'll dispose it of. Let him make an application for
Madam.
demarcation of the heard Mr. S. B. Lashkar, counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Ms. S. Sharma, petitioner, also heard Ms. S. Sharma. Learned government advocate Assam appearing for the respondent numbers 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Who is for 1? PWD? Yeah, whose name? Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SC PWD is present on behalf of respondent number 1. The writ petitioners claim to be an occupation of Sarkari land.
No, my lordship, it has been allotted to us by Thekumari Anchalik Panchayat.
Is the occupation of plots of land which according to them were allotted, which according to the petitioners were allotted to them by the Fekumari Anchalik Panchayat. First up, accordingly, the petitioners are possessing the said plot of land by paying tax
Yes, ma'am.
to the Fekumari Anchalik Panchayat. First up, aggrieved by the notice dated
19/8/23, my lord.
19/8/2023 issued by the circle officer, Mankachar Revenue Circle, giving 24 hours time to the petitioners to vacate the land,
My question, affirmative.
failing which they would be
After that?
evicted. The instant writ petition has been filed. Mr.
Yes.
Laskar submits that the plot of land in question is apparently required for construction of Mankachar bus stand.
Yes, my lordship.
Mankachar bus stand. But
Well,
there is no demarcation of the land required for construction of the bus stand. Notwithstanding the same, the eviction notices have been issued in an arbitrary manner, giving only 24 hours, 24 within quotes, 24 hours time to the petitioners to vacate. Mr. Lashkar submits that the petitioners have been residing over the plots of land in question with their families since past several years, and therefore the impugned action is wholly arbitrary and illegal. Ms. S. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam, submits that no application for demarcation of land has been made by the petitioners. As such, the basic ground urged in this writ petition is wholly untenable. First up, as similar as the stand of learned SCPWD, be that as it may, if the petitioners are in fact occupying plots of land in respect of which they are paying tax to the Fekumari Anchalik Panchayat, although it is not clear as to Anchalik Panchayat in respect of which money receipts issued under sub rule 6 of rule 4 and rule 52 bracket 3 of the, these are rules, which rules are these?
These are panchayat rules, my lord.
Under the Anchalik Panchayat rules have been annexed to the writ petition. It prima facie appears that if not a clear title, the petitioners may have a semblance of right to continue in occupation of the land still evicted by following the due process of law. Full stop. If they are sought to be evicted from the land on the ground that the same is required for construction of a bus stand, it is reasonable to contend that first the authorities must demarcate the area of land which is required for the purpose. Full stop. Therefore, without expressing any opinion on the claims of the petitioners as expressed in the writ petition, I dispose of the petition by granting a week's time to the petitioners to submit application for demarcation of the land before the respondent number. Respondent number 2, along with copies of documentary evidence to show that they are occupying the land after paying tax to the Phekumari Anchalik Panchayat. If such application is submitted by the petitioners, the same shall be considered on merit and appropriate orders be passed therein as expeditiously as possible.
It is my duty to place before this honorable court, Melon. Annexure 2, page 20 is one notice to petitioner number 5. Melon. The other notices do not, it is not known, Melon.
What is the last line? Last line? Which prima facie shows that, prima facie shows. As such, without expressing any opinion on the rights, on the claims and counterclaims of the parties, this writ petition stands disposed of by granting a week's time from today to the petitioner to file appropriate representation and or application for demarcation of land before the respondent number 2. First up, if such application is filed by the petitioners along with documentary proof to show the nature of right, if any, of the petitioners to continue in occupation of the land, the same shall be considered on merit and appropriate order be passed therein until such time the process of eviction of the petitioners from the land in question shall remain suspended.
Melon, in the event they use this and they don't appear before the
7 days time, otherwise.
Melon, deeply obliged.
Lord, one small correction, my lord. Shopkeeper, they are all shopkeepers, my lordship.
Right, shopkeepers. Not residing. When I asked you, you said yes.
Oh, my lord, actually you are dictating, so I did not want cluster.
And running their shops over the land in question.
Deeply obliged.
May I please, Lordship? My lord petitioner, if your lordship are.
What is this? They say there was nothing done. It's a complete sham inquiry. Get a written instruction.
We have instructions, man. Prabhada.
There is some method is there, my lord. Geographic.
So you have to file affidavit. He is alleging that it is a eyewash. You did nothing. You went there. took some- File an affidavit. When will you bring it?
Next week.
Next
Or by Friday. Or by Friday.
Friday below, what day time be given to reply to that? If
What they will reply, my lord.
No,
That-
why should I tell you now?
No, they will, what they will dictate,
What
us,
they will
what
reply,
machinery
what
they
should
will
they
use, what machinery, what.
Are you telling me what you will write in your
I
affidavit?
know, my lord, because then the result of this petition, my lord, goes to indicate that they are agree with the manner. They want geographic.
Mr. Borbia, we can either post it on 1st September or it will go 10 days behind because there are holidays in between.
Lordship,
What do you want?
after 10 days, my lord,
Huh?
as your lordship's.
But I am not passing any interim order.
My lord, till then, my lord, whatever they
No,
do.
that I am not passing.
Status quo already operating.
Nothing till they file their affidavit, nothing.
My lord, They are looking at the status quo, your lordship has granted initially, thereafter it continued.
No, we'll take action accordingly, but they have to first file their affidavit.
My lord, till then, my lord, some no coercive action can be, because we are homeless people, my lord. And there is no
Mr.
public interest, man.
Mr.
Had it been a
Mr.
project of
Bormia,
forest-
all I am saying is,
Lordship.
let him file his affidavit, then we'll pass an order.
Lordship, by this time, my lord, what they do, my lord, they will come today, tomorrow they will vanish. Them.
No, if they do it, then they will face the music. In a
That
sub judice
observation be
matter.
given.
Nothing will be given. You want it on 1st September or on 11th September, tell me.
What is the instruction about, my lord?
On the, heard Mr. Jay Borboy, counsel for the petitioner, peruse the amendments made in the writ petition, Mr. D. Gogoi, learned SC Forest Department, Assam, and Mr. S. Rava, learned standing counsel, BTC, have obtained written instructions and placed the same before the court, contending that the allegations made in the writ petition are absolutely false. Full stop. However, since the stand of the department contradicts the averments made in the writ petition on factual count, I am of the view that the departmental authority should place the instructions on record in the form of a short affidavit. Considering the urgency expressed in the matter, let this.
On 11.
Huh?
On 11.
Writ petition be listed again on 11/9/2023 for motion. The department to file affidavit.
BTC will file, there's
The
a report of
BTC
circle officer.
To file, the circle officer,
Tamulpur, Tamulpur.
Tamilpur, to file affidavit responding to the allegations made in the writ petition on or before 8th of September 2000 or Friday, 1st September. On or before
File
1st
to you.
September 2023 by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. You see, tell them not to take any precipitate action when the matter is sub judice. Otherwise, we'll set everything at naught. Then there will be problem. You must tell your officers. The reason why I'm not passing an interim order right now is something else, which I don't want to disclose.
My lords.
But if your officers go ahead when the matter is sub judice, then we'll deal with it in a different manner.
Oblige.
May I please, your lordship? Along the petitioners before your lordship are the selected beneficiaries for Prime Minister Awards Yojana, my lord. Their names have been selected, my lord, and verified. And BDO Zaleshwar block, my lord, has sent their names to the Lakshmipur block, my lord. Because Lakshmipur block now is competent authority. So their names have been verified. That has not been, my lord, allotted to them. And
Why no allotment?
Lordship, my lord, their name already been deleted, and my lord, that reprocess cannot be done now. When the, my lord, that next session, lordship, the next socio-economic and caste census will be held, then my lord, their name has been.
Their name has been deleted from the.
Lordship, my lord, in our affidavit, we clearly stated that, my lord, kindly see the paragraph 5, lord. Paragraph 4, lordship, I'm sorry. In the middle portion, lordship.
Paragraph 4.
Affidavit filed by respondent number 5, lordship.
Yes.
The residence of the petitioner is, my lord, Joyram Kushi Gaon Panchayat, lordship. It is fall under the, my lord, Lakshmipur.
They are the original voters of Gaurnagar.
No, that's correct, but you have not filed any rejoinder.
Lordship.
So I'll close the matter.
I have my lord, filed rejoinder.
You filed rejoinder.
My lord, the crux of this paragraph 4 is
Not
that.
crux.
My lord,
Yes.
that they were unknown to Joyram Kushi Gram Panchayat. This is the ground, my lord. They are unknown. But now kindly see, my lord, paragraph page, my lord, 88, my lord.
All right, heard Mr. A. Mullah, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. J. Handed, learned. This is, you are for revenue or government?
Government, lordship, 2, 4 and 5.
There's additional senior government advocate Assam appearing for respond numbers 2,
4 and 5.
2, 4 and 5. Mr.
U. Sharma on behalf of NK Devanagari.
Mr. U. Sharma, learned counsel is present on behalf of respond number
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Miss N. Bordele, Learned Standing Council, Revenue Department, Assam, is present on behalf of the department. Is also present. Is also present. Pleadings are complete in this case. In view of the controversy raised in the petition, the matter would call for deeper hearing. As such, admit the writ petition. Since the parties are already represented, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. List this writ petition for hearing in the second week of October 2022 as a fixed item. Yes. Huh?
It will be too late, my lord, because houses are being allotted. They are homeless people, my lord.
They are saying, how will we determine this in a writ petition?
My lord, they have said that these people are unknown, and secretary already said they are unknown, known people by us. They have certified, my lord, and they have said they are not earlier benefited. This certificate, my lord, has been given here. And this sought for clarification. They are clarified.
So it is your statement against their statement. How does the writ court decide it? This
Now-
petition will be dismissed either today or tomorrow. In any case, these are factual disputes.
The BDO has written letter, my lord. Beneficiary list has been sent that they are genuine people. I have annexed it, my lord.
A third week of September. Yes.
Obliged, my lord.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. Wait, please, Your Lordship. In other similar matters, we have already filed the affidavit, Lordship, but in this matter, we have not filed. Kindly 3 weeks' time may be granted, Lordship.
Mr. A. Tiwari, learned counsel, is present for the petitioner. Ms. H. Kemprai, S. Kemprai,
Lordship.
known as SC KAC, submits that 3 weeks' time be granted to file affidavit on behalf of the council. Since the prayer is not allowed, not opposed, 10 stands allowed, let the matter be listed accordingly.
But there is an interim order that may continue.
Order
And my lord,
council here to come.
take with these items, my lord. This
Let, on the request of Mr. Tiwari, let this writ petition be tagged along with
WPC number 432 of 2022.
432 of 2022 and
And my lord, the WPC 491 2022, WPC 457 2022, WPC 496 2022. My lord. Deeply obliged, Your Lordship.
Obliged.
Interim may continue. My lord.
In this matter, Your Lordship, we have filed our affidavit in reply today, Your Lordship. Let this matter come up along with our reply, Your Lordship, on 11th, Your Lordship. It may not be inconvenience for Your Lordship.
what is the matter about?
Matter, Your Lordship, we have put to challenge, Your Lordship, certain communication from the circle officer, Your Lordship, relating to your eviction from a
So
particular.
there is an interim order.
Yes, my lord. My lord, the petitioner was our tenant originally, my lord. Now that land which was settled with us by the government, my lord, on payment of the revenue, my lord. Yeah, we got patta on that land.
We means who?
We means, my lord, our father, my lord. I am respondent number 8, my lord. Then, my lord, he is now claiming that land to be a government land, and he said, my lord, he has filed his writ petitioner has filed Kobula in respect of that particular 5 lesses of land, my lord. That apart, my lord, there was an old existing electric connection in the name of our grandfather, my lord. He discontinued that, my lord, by non-paying the bill which he used to pay, my lord, and got a new connection. That is the crux of the dispute, my lord.
So what is the relief paid for? here?
Lordship, I have, Your Lordship, challenged the communication by the circle officer by which Your Lordship, I was asked to vacate the land. And my case is that even assuming that it is a private land of the petitioner, respondent number 8, Your Lordship, then circle officer cannot issue an eviction order. That's why, Your Lordship, in the meantime, they have filed a suit against me for eviction.
There is a suit.
There is a suit pending.
All right, so now we'll remand the matter, let this suit.
My only anxiety is that, my lord, he has obtained, my lord, the petitioner has obtained an electric connection fraudulently saying that he is the owner of that land, my lord, and he discontinued our connection, my lord. My humble prayer will be, my lord, we will pay the entire bill in connection of the earlier.
Prayer, you are not the petitioner.
That
here.
is my.
No, my lord, that is what is my stand, my lord. The fraudulent connection, that is also the stand of his epidicial, my lord.
No, but how can you get a direction in your favor in his writ petition?
You know, that's true, my lord. I
Therefore,
understand,
there
my
is
lord.
no point urging these things. You want to evict him. You have filed a suit.
That is pending.
You succeed, you evict him. That's the law.
But, my lord, this new electric connection which he has obtained, my lord, that will not be used to show his possession, my lord. That observation may be there, my
No
lord.
observation, nothing. We will simply say that since there is a civil suit now pending,
But
We
ACB
filed by
department has
respondent.
issued a notice to him that they are going to
Ultimately,
disconnect that connection.
That connection will not give me any right, Your Lordship. That is
And how
written
does
in the
electricity connection?
connection.
That is there, my lord, the electricity, but he has against that notice, my lord, which electricity department has issued, but because he has submitted false document, so the department issued him a notice saying that as you have obtained fraudulently, my lord, why your connections would not be disconnected, my lord. So that is also an issue, my lord, in this. And department in their affidavit say he could not submit the original land ownership
Take it up on
document.
7th, Your Lordship, along with my reply, Your Lordship.
Mr. S. Bothakul, learning counsel for the writ petition submits that a rejoinder affidavit has been filed on behalf of this client, but the same is not on record. Expressing urgency in the matter, Mr. Bothakul prays for fixing this matter again on 7th.
My lord, may I play, my lord, if not inconvenient, my lord, on 13th of
On 13th of September 2023, by taking the rejoinder affidavit with the record of this case. Mr. T.R. Sharma, learned counsel for the respondent number 8 is present and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. So also is Ms. N. Bordoloi, learned. So also Ms. N. Bordoloi, learned standing counsel revenue, and Mr. J. Henry, learned additional senior government advocate Assam. So also is the stand of so and so Assam. In view of the above, registry to tag the rejoinder affidavit with the record of this case and list the matter again on 13/9/2023 as a fixed item. Interim order passed earlier to continue till then. Take it back, this one. This is the earlier one, Mr. Henry.
Your Lordship. My lord, the resolution of no confidence passed against the petitioner as the president of the Gram Panchayat is under challenge in this case. And the issue is very small, my lord. The issue that is to be required to determine is that, my lord, whether 3 clear days notice was given as mandated by section 17 of the Panchayat Act. May I take your lordship to the, my lord?
Is it ready for disposal?
My lord, the state has not filed any affidavit, private respondents have filed affidavit.
Record is here, original record.
Affidavit of state is not required.
My lord, it's a point of law only, my. Your lordship may kindly come to page 36. The notice, my lord. In fact, my lord, before that, I should take your lordship to the, my lord, earlier the petitioner approached this honorable court and this honorable court set aside the earlier resolution on the ground that, my lord, section 15 was not followed. The judgment, my lord, starts at page 20, relevant portion, may I draw your lordship's attention to at page 33. Paragraph 32. For the from the above, this court found that this said special meeting of no confidence motion against the petitioner held on 22nd of February 2022 in the block headquarters, Raniganj at 12 noon, in terms of the impugned communication that is such and such number such and such dated 15/2/2002 of the block development officer, Bilasipura Development Block, Resolution number 5, is not in conformity with the provisions of section 15(1) of the Assam Panchayat Act 1994. Considering the above, this court is of the view that the impugned resolution relating to the no confidence motion adopted by the respondent number 7 to 16 against the petitioner on 22/2/2022 being in violation of the provisions of 15(1) is set aside. Then, my lord, directions are at page 36. Accordingly, the president of Bilasipura Anchalik Panchayat, Bilasipura, respondent number 6, is now directed to perform his duty within 7 days from today, as provided under section 51 of the Assam Panchayat Act 1994, by convening the said special meeting and or for taking action for the purpose of holding the special meeting of the Gaon Panchayat to discuss the no confidence motion against the petitioner pursuant to the information submitted by the secretary of the said Gaon Panchayat on 10/2/2022 and to preside over the said special meeting. After convening the meeting, that is the fixing the date, the time and venue of the special meeting by the president Bilasipura Anchalik Panchayat as directed above, the president, vice president and other members of the 113 Bagmari Gaon Panchayat shall duly be informed about the same by the president
of the said Bilasipara Anchalik Panchayat or through the secretary of the said Anchalik Panchayat through secretary 113 Bagmari Gaon Panchayat. Then, my lord, pursuant to this direction, the notice was issued at page 36. May I read it, my lord?
Yes.
Page 36. This is a, my lord, notice issued by the president to the secretary regarding convening of a special meeting under section 1 of the subsection 1 of section 15 of the Assam Panchayat 1994 in respect of no confidence motion brought against the president of 113 Bagmari Gaon Panchayat. Reference the Honorable High Court's order, sir. In compliance of the Honorable High Court's order passed against WPC 151222 on 21/4/2022, the date has been fixed on 28/4/2022 at 12 noon sharp in the block headquarters, Raniganj, for special meeting of no confidence motion brought against the president. Now, my lord, your lordship would kindly take note, my lord, this notice has been issued on 26th of April and the date fixed is, my lord, 28th of April. So my case before lordship is that, my lord, there is no clear 3 days notice as mandated under section 17(3). May I bring your lordship attention to that provision, my lord?
Yes, section 17(3).
Right.
Panchayat Act. Mr. Sharma, you have not given the book list.
Given the book list.
Given.
From the Assam Panchayat.
(73). 7 clear this notice of an ordinary meeting and 3 clear this notice of a special meeting specifying the place, date and time of such meeting and the business to be transacted therein shall be given by the secretary of the Gaon Panchayat and fix the notice on the notice board of the Gaon Panchayat office. Now, my lord, this is a special meeting. Therefore, my lord, it is not 7 days, it is 3 clear days. Now, my lord, this clear days notice has been, my lord, considered by this honorable court, referring to, my lord, other judgments of different high courts, that, my lord, I have annexed at page, my lord, 52. May I take your worship to page?
So it is all pursuant to the same notice dated 27/1/2022.
Yes, ma'am.
Requisition was submitted on 27/1/2022
Yes, ma'am.
by 7 to 16.
Yes, ma'am.
They are the 7 to 16 here also.
They are here, they have filed their affidavit.
What do you have to say, Mr. Hussain?
Well, particular one frag of the earlier judgment, my lord. Well, since this
The
order.
statute is very clear. 3 days.
That is true, my lord. Well, just I'm coming, because our food bench judgment also says something else.
You want the law to be further enunciated, we'll do it next year. No non-confidence motion till then.
No, my lord.
Otherwise, you agree, we'll dispose it of fixing a date. These are the only 2 options.
My lord,
Today, I'm not going to expound the law.
My lord, Mumtaz Lashkar judgment is, my lord. My lord, just before that, my lord.
Then we'll hear it. There is an interim order.
No, my lord.
Why?
There is
My lord, already it is matter.
because
Out of-
before, my lord, when this petition was filed, in the meantime, the vice president was asked to take the charge of the president.
But was the no confidence motion moved?
Yes, my lord.
It was passed.
It was passed.
Deputy Commissioner passed an order that was not challenged in the writ petition, my lord. It was a suppressed. Subsequently, we have
Don't
not
say
been,
suppress.
we have
Don't say
not
suppress. That is
been.
not relevant.
No, my lord. My lord, from the prayer, my lord, it's clear, man.
And
We
there
have
is-
filed an IA for impleading, we asked to, accordingly, we impleaded, my lord. Thereafter, this matter, my lord, came up. my
All
lord.
right, all right. All right, you please continue. You want to,
Yes, my lord, that's my lord,
which is the judgment you are relying upon?
my lord, judgment of this honorable court, my lord, that I have just referred to at page 52. My lord, relevant, your lordship may come to paragraph 13 at page 61. Keeping in mind the said perspective,
this court is of the opinion that if this court hold that the provision of section 17(3) to be directory depending upon the facts of each case on this on the basis of the prejudice, it would result in offending the object of the legislature, or in other words, rather defeat the purpose as mandated in section 17 of the Act 1994. It may further result in unnecessary litigation on the question of prejudice that to when the legislation mandated 3 clear days for holding a special meeting. Moreover, it is not the duty of the court to tinker with the legislative wisdom when the legislature mandated 3 clear days notice. In the backdrop of the above, it would therefore be relevant to take into consideration as regards what is the meaning of the 3 clear days notice. That has been explained, my lord. Both the terminal dates are to be excluded. Then, my lord, paragraph 15. Under such circumstances, taking into consideration the submission made by the parties and also taking that the notice which was issued by the respondent for convening the meeting on 17/7/2017 was on 14/7/2022, and thereby it does not meet the requirement as per section 17(3), which mandates 3 clear days notice. It is the opinion of this court that the resolution that is 77/2021 is not in conformity with the provisions of section 17(3) of the Act, and the said resolution is set aside. Now, my lord, there are the other decisions of this Honorable Supreme Court, my lord, of the Honorable Supreme Court, where, my lord, this whether that is mandatory or directory, that has been discussed. Perhaps, my lord, that may not be my lord, necessary to place before your lordship, my lord, to burden your lordship, because the question that was before the Supreme Court was that this directory or the mandatory nature has to be judged in accordance with the facts of the case regarding causing prejudice. So that is, my lord, one aspect of the matter. But then, my lord, when the statute is very clear here, my lord. Therefore, my lord, this is a fit case where your lordship will set aside a direct that, my lord, meeting will be held giving clear.
17(3) has been interpreted in this judgment.
Yes, ma'am.
And it has been held that it is mandatory.
Yes.
My lord, Mumtaz Rana Lashkar division judgment is same, my lord. But here, my lord, referring the Honorable Supreme Court several judgment, my lord, 3 days notice, my lord, is a directory, not mandatory. But assuming, my lord, 2 days notice.
On 17(3), section 17(3) has been interpreted.
No, my lord, in other municipal.
Other
case-
statutes will not accept it. Because now there is a judgment of this court on 17(3) of the Panchayat Act.
My lord, in this case is, my lord, especially, my, I'm reading only one paragraph, my lord. On analyzing a binding precedent referred to above lead us to irresistible conclusion that mere procedural irregularity in the matter of making the reference by the Secretary of Gaon Panchayat either to the President of the Anchalik Panchayat or the Deputy Commissioner, the case may be, shall have no bearing whatsoever upon the resolution passed in specially convened meeting. That is 17(3), specially convened meeting. Expressing want of confusion motion in President or the Vice President of the Gaon Panchayat, as the case may be, that itself would not result in causing any prejudice to the person against whom the motion is carried out. Now, my lord, as per Honorable Court order earlier sets of litigation, on the 7th day number, the notice was issued, my lord. But 1 day short, assuming, my lord, out of 10 member voted. Now, what is the question of prejudice? My lord, assuming, that is why I'm reading the 20 paragraph. Mere procedural irregularity, my lord, maybe 1 day short. That too, he has a knowledge, my lord. We have in our reply, my lord, he refused to accept the notice. That is why on the last occasion, this Honorable Court asked to produce the my lord records, my
He
lord.
refused means who refused?
Petitioner.
Petitioner is a male.
Sorry, my lord, she refused to, my lord, sorry. She refused to, my lord, receive the notice when on 26 it was issued from the peon book, my lord, if your lordship, I have annexed page 29. Now, assuming, my lord, 3 days is required, 2 days, within 2 days, my lord. My lord, your lordship kindly appreciate 21st of April order was passed, 28th of April meeting was held. On the 7th day, had there been a penultimate day or 5 days, there could be there would be a different issue.
On what ground the earlier was set aside?
Malad, that was not following the 15 Malad proceeding.
For 7 days, clear
7
notice
days
was not given.
Now, Malad, assuming Malad, irregularity 1 day of my lord. My lord, notice is for what? My lord, for knowledge. In the judgment, my lord, earlier sets of earlier, my lord, when this matter came, my lord, this honorable court, my lord, since both the parties are represented, my lord, para 38.
Mr. Chaudhary, the matter may require a little more. We'll have it on Thursday. Today will be a little difficult for some reason. I will not go very deep into these issues, but Thursday for further hearing. But
No,
Mr.
this case law was placed before the honorable single judge, and my lord, since 17.3 was not the my lord.
No, but the problem is 17.3, you have to challenge that order. 17.3 has been interpreted by the learned single judge and found that it is mandatory. How can a coordinate bench take a different view in the case?
My lord, at the same time, procedural irregularity of, my lord, assuming 1 day, my lord, that could not vitiate
We
the,
will follow this judgment unless on Thursday you can show a way the court can take a different view. Otherwise, we'll allow the writ petition on Thursday. Yes, so and so, list again on Thursday, that give the date as a fixed parted matter. Also give me the judgments where binding nature of coordinate benches decision, etc. You have those judgments.
My lord.
You got it. You address the court on that, that's all. If it is mandatory, then consequence doesn't matter. If it is directory, then consequence is this. Learned single judge is held, it's mandatory, which may or may not be. But then either you tell me to take how to take a different view, or I prefer an appeal. There is no other method in law.
procedural illegality.
Sorry?
Procedural illegality, my lord, cannot be.
Mr. Hussain,
My lord.
please don't waste your time and please don't waste the
My lord,
time
my
of the
lord.
court.
I understand, my lord.
The learned single judge is held that it is mandatory.
My lord.
If it is mandatory, question of prejudice does not arise.
My lord.
So please have some
My lord.
understanding of law. You
My
have put in a lot of years.
My lord.
Prejudice is a matter of, you see, these are matters which will be assessed by the court when it is a directory nature. When it is mandatory, it is mandatory. It has to be followed. Whether it has any bearing or no bearing, doesn't matter. The learned single judge is held that. That's what he is relying upon.
My lord.
Show me how to take a different view. Otherwise, I'll be guided. Will be binding on the court. Yes, next matter, please.
Hey, please, your lordship. In this case, your lordship, record was called for matter pertinent to ex gratia, your lordship. Your lordship, the husband of the petitioner, your lordship, had expired due to road traffic accident under the jurisdiction of Demaji police station, your lordship.
What is your instruction?
Lordship, in this case, the finance department is not made a party because it's a release of money, your lordship.
So
Page
far as my information, your lordship, the amount released by the finance department, it will be released after the receive the list by the which was already.
All right, so next round when he comes to court, then he'll impede the finance department.
Yeah, lordship. But
He knows this round, whatever order he gets, he's not going to get the money.
lordship,
Is it correct?
lordship.
Huh? He's saying yes. Impede the finance department.
Lordship.
Otherwise, on the prayer of Mr. A.K. S.I. Akan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks so as to enable him to file application for including the finance department of government of Assam. Or should we do it right now? We file,
Lordship.
had Mr. So-and-so Learned Counsel for the applicant, petitioner. Also had Ms. N. Borderman, Learned Standing Counsel, Revenue Department, Assam, and Mr. H. Sharma, Learned Additional Senior Government Advocate, Assam, appearing for respondent numbers 2, 3, and 4. N. Borderman for 1. It is pointed out here in that since the claim is for payment of ex gratia compensation, Finance Department is a necessary party to this proceeding. Responding to the same, Mr. Akan submits that the Commissioner Secretary to the Government of Assam from a Finance Department be included as respondent number 5 in the present writ petition. On the oral prayer of Mr. Akan and considering the nature of issue involved in this writ petition, the Secretary to the Government of Assam, Commissioner Secretary to the Government of Assam, Finance bracket B bracket close Department dispute is hereby included as respondent number 5 to the present writ petition. Petitioner to file amended cost item. Thereafter, this matter be listed by reflecting the name of learned department counsel in the corporation.
Obliged.
Pledge lordship. The matter, kindly the matter may pass.
As paid for by petitioner's counsel, this matter stands passed over for the day.
I am for respondent 5.
Ms. N. Bodloy, learned standing counsel, Revenue Department, Assam, Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate, Assam, and Mr.
M. Ahmed.
M. Ahmed, learned counsel for the respondent number 5 at present.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, on the last occasion, it was BTC, we were supposed to file an affidavit.
Mr. Your name, please?
S. Afridi.
S.
Afridi.
Afridi, learned counsel is present for the read petitioner, Mr. S. Rava. Where is the affidavit?
My lord, kindly 2 weeks time, ma'am.
Learned SC BTC submits that he has received instructions and therefore we granted 2 weeks further time to file affidavit.
My lord, I am appearing as legal aid counsel, my lord,
Mr. BK Sen, learned legal aid counsel is
on
present
behalf of respondent number 89, private respondent.
on behalf of respondent numbers 8 and 9. And Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate Assam for respondent numbers 4 and 5. Arrange it serially. Mr. On the request of Mr. Rabha, 2 weeks further time is granted to the BPC authorities to file affidavit. List this case again after 4 weeks by taking affidavit,
There is an interim order also.
if any, brought on record. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Right, please, your lordship. Lordship, the matter pertains to non-payment of compensation for damage caused to the petitioner's building during seismic survey blasting by respondent ONGC. They were supposed to file.
May please, your lordship. We have already sent the final copy of the affidavit. It will be filed on the next Friday, lordship. So 1 week time may be granted, lordship, maybe fixed in the next week. And moreover, they have not implemented the contractor, lordship, who has performed the contract.
Lordship will file an implement petition.
Your name, please?
A. Borua.
Mr. A. Borua. Learned counsel is present for the petitioner. Mr. T. Das, learned counsel appearing for the ONGC authorities submits that affidavit on behalf of his client is ready and has been sent for vetting. First up, the same will be brought on record within 10 days from today. As such, on the request of Mr. Das, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks so as to enable the respondent numbers.
Respondent number 3, lordship.
Respondent number 3 to file affidavit. The remaining respondents may also file affidavit in the meantime if so advised.
Obliged.
Item 15, lordship, I am praying for some time, lordship, as because we have not received any instructions, lordship. He is praying for compensation for land acquisition.
Land acquisition, madam. Others have been received, only 1.12 katas.
So he has to file an affidavit. I heard Mr.
If you
J.
get the
Payne,
instruction
counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, who submits their instructions as called for are still awaited. Therefore, 4 weeks further time has been paid for by the learned department council. First up, Ms. N. Bordona, learned SC Revenue is present on behalf of the respondent number 1. And Mr. S. Bora, learned standing council GMDA for respondent number 2. On the request of the learned department council, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks in order to enable them to file counter affidavit. List accordingly.
May I please, lordship? Okay, in this case, I will file an affidavit, lordship. In regarding the same land, a SLP has been pending before Honorable Supreme Court, lordship, incorporating all these facts and file an affidavit. Lordship.
You are for whom?
I am for the private respondent, respondent number 312 7 and 4.
So I heard Mr. J. Lashkar, learned counsel for the writ petitioners, also heard Ms. N. Bordona, learned standing counsel, Revenue Department, Assam. No. Appearing for the respond. You are appearing?
Yes, sir.
For the respond number? So Mr. H. Sharma, Lani, additional senior government advocate for respond number. You are also there in this? Okay, N. Bodle for 1 and H. Sharma for 2. Mr. D. Kolita, Lani, counsel for the respond numbers 3 bracket Roman 1 to Roman 8 and 4 submits that. And a special leave petition is pending before the Supreme Court of India pertaining to the same plot of land, and therefore he be granted 3 weeks time to place the relevant facts on record in the form of an affidavit. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed. Let the affidavit be brought on record within 4 weeks from today by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. List this case accordingly.
Item 18.
May please, Your Lordship. Now, the matter pertains to the petitioners, the patta land of the petitioners have been taken away by the government without resorting to any acquisition proceedings, my lord. In fact, there are similar matters, my lord, in the adjoining districts where they have started constructing a model degree college without acquiring the land of the petitioner, my lord. Now, when the matter was filed, my lord, the deputy commissioner filed in affidavit, my lord. In that affidavit, my lord, he has annexed certain relinquishment deeds, my lord, wherein few of the petitioners, I admit, my lord, around 6-7 of the petitioners, they have signed, not signed, my lords, they have given their thumb impression because illiterate people, but nonetheless, those relinquishment deeds, they have no sanctity in law, my lord. Land cannot be transferred or relinquished without there being a register, without that being registered under the Registration Act, my lord. And in any case, my lord, there are lot of my lords, petitioners, my lord, who are the owner of the patta land who have not relinquished their land. And my lord,
My lord, I'm from the for respondent number 6. My lord, we have no role to play in the state land acquisition. We are a private party whom the government entrusted the work of construction, a model college.
Respondent number 6 is the contractor who has been entrusted with the work, my lord.
What about 1 to 5? They filed affidavit.
Yes, sir.
We have
taken the specific stand that they have relinquished their right, lordship. And we have annexed all those documents also. If your lordship go back.
Can there be relinquishment without a registered deed over immovable property?
Yes, lordship, if your lordship comes to this annexures at page 106 onwards. These are the.
No, Mr.
Yes,
Sharma, what I'm asking is, let us assume that there were relinquishments.
Lordship.
But section 17 is
17
of the Indian Registration Act that makes it very clear that any land valued more than ₹500, no title can be created, extinguished or transferred over that land unless a deed is registered in accordance with law.
There is no such, but from the affidavit, lordship, it doesn't reflect that there is no such any registration.
Then there is no relinquishment here.
I have to verify, lord.
There are 23 petitioners. The relinquishment is by only 6 petitioners, my lord, as per the relinquishment.
But why have they relinquished or shown their intention at least?
My lord, look, all these petitioners are illiterate people. Lordship would kindly peruse. They have given their thumb impression. They don't even know, my lord, what.
So are you alleging fraud?
No, I'm not alleging fraud, my lord. I'm just saying, my lord, that the relinquishment deed has no sanctity in law.
So that's okay, but why did you put your signature? 6 of you.
My lord. In fact, if your lordship desires, my lord, lordship may strike off the 6 petitioners, my lord. The other
No,
20.
that is a roadblock because you can't, all the petitioners can't be together. Those who have not executed the deed and those who have, they can't join together.
Let me get that instructions, lordship, in the meantime, that whether the deeds were registered or not. If not, lordship, in the under the
One prayer, my lord. Now, under similar circumstances, my lord.
No. It may be a case where the deeds cannot be treated as relinquishment. And therefore, there may not be any transfer of relinquishment of title.
Right.
But that may bar them from getting any relief if no suitable answer is given.
My lord.
So therefore, if you'll run the risk of the writ petition being dismissed because persons with different and mutually contradictory interests have been joined together. It's a clear case of misjoinder of parties.
My lord.
What do you have to say on that?
We have filed our reply, my lord, and we have answered.
I'm not asking whether you filed a reply. I'm asking you that even if the law does not extinguish their title over the land, they may be debarred from getting a relief because they're not alleging fraud. So in relief in equity, the court may not give them.
My lord, in the reply, we have stated, my lord, because of them being my lord, illiterate, they were ignorant of that fact, my lord.
Can't be.
And in any case, my lord.
Suddenly, how they become so knowledgeable?
Now, when the construction had started, my lord, then they have realized that their land.
All right, Mr. Mohanto, we are not passing any order today, but don't be taken by surprise.
My lord.
The judgment may deal with these aspects if this court is to hear. You better be prepared on these counts.
There are stay orders operating in the other cases, my lord. Similar cases, my lord. Exactly similar. I have the order, my lord. Same model degree college, land taken over, Patta land has been taken over.
Yes, some matters have listed come.
And my lord has also dealt with some of the matters.
But today we'll just adjourn it.
My lord.
He wants time to verify.
If a similar order.
You want an interim order?
In the other matters, there are interim orders.
No, I've not understood. The interim orders will continue.
No. In this present case, lordship, there is no interim order, and now he is praying.
Similar matters, my lord, there's the interim orders.
What interim order you want?
My lord, that no further construction, my lord, till the time.
You didn't ask for that order initially.
Initially, they had, my lord, the court has called for the record, my lord, when that prayer was made.
No, when notice was issued.
No.
Status quo in respect of possession of land is there already. In item number 18, there is already an interim order which you are not aware. 30th of March 2021.
My lord.
Mr. Mahanta.
Yes, my lord.
It happens when lawyers get very busy.
I'm very sorry.
Or you are asking for vacating the interim order?
No, that was not meant to us.
Had Mr. P. Mohanton and counsel appearing for the writ petition also had Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, and Ms. N. Borderland, learned standing counsel Revenue Department Assam, who submit that they be granted some time to obtain instruction and address this court as to whether there can be any transfer, stroke, extinguishment of title over immovable property in the absence of a registered deed of relinquishment. Mr. S. Bhuyan, standing counsel, education, higher education department, appearing for respondent number 2, and Miss
J. Singh, respondent number 6.
J.
Singh.
J. Singh, learned counsel for the respondent number 6 are present. On the request of the learned department counsel, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Can it be tagged with the other matters, man? Similar matters, they've been
On
tagged
the
together.
request of Mr. Mohanto, this writ petition.
I'll give the numbers.
Yes, listed along with WPC so and so, which are stated to be similar matters.
Keep you.
I have instruction to state that the grievances of the writ petitioners have already been met and the corrections in the records have been done. I'm only seeking time till Friday. I'll take an appropriate steps accordingly if it is, because I haven't got any orders yet, but I would be instructed already yesterday.
Lordship, yes, Lordship.
What is the matter about?
This is in regards to correction of a land record, Your Lordship. There was a confusion regarding whether the land belongs to the government or the Miyadi Patta. Settled, there was an order passed by the
Mr. Pukon, have a look at this.
Yes.
Give it to him.
Yes, Lordship, I have another copy.
Yes,
I have another copy.
I just go through it.
You go through it. I suppose you can actually go through it.
Yes.
And understand what is there.
Yes.
In the last paragraph,
This is already been given, but I don't know. What should you do?
that direction has already been given.
Yes. Loan number, notum number to the house in regards to that, it's been given. Yeah. It's been done. They have already said that in the last paragraph. And this is an issue of-
So we can close it.
Yes, we can close it.
But Mr. R B Pookan, learned counsel assisted by Mr. S. Khan, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate assistant, appearing for the official respondents. Full stop. The writ petitioner hearing has approached this court seeking a writ of mandamus, inter alia directing the respondents to correct the relevant REN records in respect of land measuring 1 bigha 2 cutters covered by DAG number 46 bracket old bracket close public 281 bracket new of patta number 1 of village number 3 comma Modghoria under Bentola Mauja in the name of the petitioner. After deleting the name of his father, is it? This is father. Full stop. Today, when the matter is called up, Mr. Sharma has produced a copy of the order dated 24/8/2023 issued by the Additional Deputy Commissioner, Kamrup Metro, Guwahati, a perusal of which goes to show that the grievance of the petitioner has already been redressed. Mr. Pookan, on perusal of the order dated 24/8/2023 has also confirmed the said position. If that be so, nothing further survives for adjudication in this petition. The petition is accordingly closed.
Grateful.
You are also appearing with G. Hazarika Revenue for respondent number 1.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
4, 2, 3, and 4.
1,
And Mr. H. Sharma for 1.
Lordship, 5 and 7, 5 to 7.
And you are for 1, 2, 4.
3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Ms. G. Hazarika.
Great.
Item 21.
Please, Your Lordship, my lord, this matter is settlement of land, my lord. Here the respondent number 2 has filed an affidavit. My lord, at page 40, my lord, it is stated that the circle officer Nagaon Sadar has submitted a fresh settlement proposal dated 6/7/2023, my lord. That is reflected at page 40 of their affidavit. Earlier, the petitioner had submitted his application. but it
Affidavit
was
filed by
sent
whom?
By the deputy commissioner.
Achha, but it is not on record. Let it be on record then. Ms. S.B. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the writ petitioner, also heard Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, appearing for the Upper Divo, Ms. G. Hazarika, SC Revenue for respondent number 1, and Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, appearing for respondent numbers 2 to 5, who submit that the counter affidavit filed on behalf of respondent number 2 in this case. When did you file it?
It was found on as per my note 16/8/23.
16/8. 2023 is not on record. In view of the above, registry will list this case again after 10 days by tagging the affidavit with the record of this case. The petitioner may file rejoinder if so advised.
Item 22.
May I please, Your Lordship? My lord, issue raised in this petition, my lord, also pending for our division bells, my lord, by way of PIL, my lord. So I therefore take this matter with the PIL, my lord, PIL number 43/23, my lord.
So let it be tagged with the PIL.
My lord, PIL number 43/23, my lord.
PIL number
43/2023.
Mr. S. Bothakul, on counsel for the petitioner, submits that the issue raised in this writ petition is sub judice in PIL number 43/2023, pending before the division bench of this court, and therefore this matter be also tagged along with the aforesaid PIL. Full stop. The prayer made by the petitioner's counsel has not been opposed by Mr.
C. Sharma, Lordship.
C. Sharma, learned counsel for respondent numbers
1, 3, and 4.
1, 3, and 4 Mr. R. Dhar, learned counsel for the respondent number 2. And who is the CGC? And Ms. B. Sharma, learned CGC, appearing for the respondent number 5. Registered will therefore verify and do the needful for listing the matters together.
Look, the government has filed a affidavit my lord last Friday, my lord. I want to file a short reply, my lord. 10 days time may be granted.
All right, government means which respondent?
Respondent
State
number
Council
2.
Revenue.
Respondent number 2, madam.
But the affidavit, what is the date of the affidavit?
Last
It was
Friday.
filed today, my lord.
Today.
Today.
So Mr. B. Chatri, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that a copy of the affidavit proposed to be filed today on behalf of respondent number 3 has been served upon him only this morning, and therefore he be granted 10 days time to file, to obtain instructional file rejoinder. Miss G. Hazarika, learned SC Revenue Department, Assam, appearing for respondent number 1, and Miss M. Burman, learned Government Advocate, Assam, for respondent numbers 2 and 3 are present and do not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, let this matter be listed again after 2 weeks by tagging the affidavits filed by the respective parties with the record of this case. Is there any interim order here?
No.
No.
My lord, apart from that, I must say, my lord, of the record, my lord. Lordship knows Jointa Parajulis. His wife has been expired instantly.
Wait, listen, Lord. Remember, as per last order dated, my lord, 26/7/23, we implemented party respondent number 6, my lord. And respondent number 6, my lord, it cleared our excess land, my lord. Commissioner and secretary, my lord. Commissioner and secretary, PWD building and national highway.
What order is to be passed today?
My lord, only thing is that, my lord, national highway, if we are.
This to go, my lord, because national highway, NSA is made party. We are the not required party. That is why he has implemented this. Now notice has to go definitely.
My lord,
Newly implemented party.
by last order, my lord, already court reflect that notice actually. National highway, respondent number 6. Last order, my lord.
Respondent number 6 has been implemented.
My lord.
But there is no endorsement. In
Para
the,
7, my
there is no endorsement.
Yes,
In the,
yes, in my petition also.
I filed affidavit, extra affidavit filed.
oh, listen, no respondent number 6 is there in this. Go through the record and tell me.
My lord, subsequently, my lord, we filed, my lord, additional petition.
Direction ले लो ना, ये petition का नाम replace कोई replace कोई लोग.
My lord, as per last order, we have filed, my lord. Last order, para 9, my lord.
Have you filed an amended cost title?
My lord.
You filed it?
Yes, my lord. On 28/7 filed, my lord.
Pursuant to the order dated 26/7/2023 passed in this proceeding. Impleading respondent number 6. Mr. M. Hussain, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that amended cost title has also been filed by
On
the petitioner
28/7.
on 28/7/2000.
23, my lord.
23. However, there is no reflection of the same on the record. However, the amended cost title does not appear to have been integrated. How many respondents were implemented? 5 and 6 or only
No,
6?
6 implemented on 5, my lord, detail correction was made there.
Although the office note indicates that amended cost title has in fact been filed by the petitioner for implement of respond number 6. Mr. C. Borua, learned
Appearing for NSA,
standing counsel NHAIL, appearing for respond number
4.
4. Also for subsidiary of Ms. G. Hazarika, learned SC Revenue for respond number 1, Ms. M. Borman, learned Government Advocate Assam for respond numbers 2 and 3, and Mr. C. Borua, learned standing counsel NHAI, appearing for respond number 4 are present. However, none is appeared for respond number 5. Since notice has not yet been issued to respond number 6, this matter be listed again. Respond number 6. It is hereby ordered that notice be issued to respond number 6, returnable in 4 weeks. Petitioner to take steps. Who respond number 6 is who?
PWD Building NH Division. Pune
D Nath. Mr. D Nath already responded on that. Appeared, my lord, already, I have supplied the copies.
Since Mr. D Nath had earlier appeared for the respond number 6, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Let this matter be listed again by reflecting the name of Mr. D Nath in the corpus.
Obliged.
Item 25.
Maybe your lordship, in this case, I am the son of the riot, your lordship. My land was acquired by the government in Adavari bus stand, your lordships. Total land which belonged to me as a riot, your lordships, 2 biga 7 lessa, out of which 1 biga 3 lessa, 12 lessa has been acquired. But while taking the land, your lordship, entire land has been taken. I have also filed an application before the your lordship government to.
I need 3 weeks time to file affidavit. Some instruction has received.
Yes.
As Mr. Jal and counsel, and Jal and counsel for the petition also has Ms. M. Burman, learned Government Advocate Assam, appearing for respond numbers 2 and 3, who submits that she has received some instruction and therefore be granted 3 weeks time to file affidavit. Ms. G. Hazarika, learned SC Revenue Department Assam, is present for respond number 1. On the request of Ms. Burman, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks so as to enable her to file affidavit.
Item 26.
Lordship, I make Parawai's comment, Lordship, I may be allowed weeks time to file my affidavit. Notice was issued on last occasion, and I was directed to file my affidavit. Within a week,
They were supposed to file the reply and we were supposed to file a reply if any not. I have no difficulty if my Leonard phone wants time.
A week's time.
How much time?
1 week, Lordship.
You take 2 weeks. 1 week is not possible.
No, otherwise it is ready, Lordship.
All right. Who else is appearing in this case?
For 1 mile amendment is appearing for Union of India.
Mr. Your name, please?
Bharat Rai Chandan.
Bharat Rai?
Rai Chandan. I've appeared in the last.
Bharat Rai Chandan, learned counsel is present on behalf of V. Rai Chandrani, learned counsel has appeared for the petitioner. Mr. S.C. Kyle, learned standing counsel GST authorities, appearing for the respond numbers
2 to 5.
2 to 5, submits that counter affidavit on behalf of the department is ready and shall be brought on record within 2 weeks from today. As such, a prayer has been made to adjourn the matter accordingly. Ms. K. Fukan, learned CGC, is present on behalf of the respond number 1. Since the prayer for adjournment has not been opposed, same stands allowed. Let the affidavit be brought on record within 2 weeks from today by serving advance copy upon the learned counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner may thereafter file rejoinder if so advised within further 10 days. list this writ petition again. You are coming, you are an outstation.
I'm
counsel.
coming from outstation.
Since Mr. Rai Chandani is an outstation counsel, hence on his request, this matter is directed to be listed again
Lordships, any either of 15th or 22nd of September. Lordships
on
can be
22nd of September
great.
2023 as a fixed item.
Great. We are obliged.
Simulate so I can.
I'll give it to you.
Item 28.
Lordships, my apology. Add interim to continue. The interim order.
Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Grateful.
On this matter, my lord, I was supposed to.
Finally, last occasion, my lord, the instruction was short for my lord. The matters regarding the compensation, compensation, my lord, for the demolition of the Pakka shops of the petitioners, my lord, by the department for waiting the next PW routes, my lord.
What is the instruction?
My lord, as per particular scheme, they are not accommodating for acquisition, for compensation, my lord. Scheme does not provide for money. So I may be brought on record that on record, my lord. They are not supposed to.
Let us file the affidavit then.
Then it has to be
In
filed
fact,
by
my lord,
affidavit.
right now, my lord, I am having 9-10 notices, my lord, where Zirat compensation has been paid, my lord. My lord, I am passing over, my lord.
No, don't pass over. Let them first file the affidavit. Otherwise, they'll cover it in the
I will
affidavit.
reply to you.
Heard Mr. M. H. Chaudhary, learned senior counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Ms. B. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam appearing for the
2,
respondent
3 and
numbers
4.
2, 3 and 4.
Yes, sir.
Who submits that she has received instruction in the matter according to which the petitioners are not eligible for claiming compensation.
Yes.
However, the learned government advocate seeks 3 weeks time to place the instructions and record in the form of an affidavit. Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SCPWD, is present on behalf of respondent numbers
1 and 5.
1 and 5. You want to also file affidavit?
My lord.
It will be of the
And
government.
submits that the counter affidavit filed by the respondent numbers 2 to 5, 2 to 4 will cover the case of his clients as well. In view of the above and on the request of Ms. Borman, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks so as to enable her to file affidavit.
Obliged.
For orders, item 29.
May I please, the lordship. Lordship, in this matter, lordship, the continuers taking this matter very lightly, lordship. So that's why, lordship.
What is the order? What is the order?
Lordship, order is 12, lordship. Relevant portion is, lordship. It's a land acquisition matter, lordship.
May I please, your lordship, my lordship, Mr. Dinath is representing item, respondent number 2. He is suffering from conjunctivitis. Kindly pass over.
Mr. Who is appearing?
Dinath, Dipankarnath, for respondent number 2.
Actually, last several occasions they took times, lordship, but till date, lordship, the continuers has not complied with this order, lordship.
What is the order about?
Lordship, it is a land acquisition matter, lordship. The court has directed to release this compensation amount, lordship. And accordingly, lordship, I have submitted the certified copy, lordship. Lordship, relevant portions, lordship, page 17.
Who is appearing for respondent number 1?
Lordship, both Dinath also told the lordship is a deputy commissioner and additional deputy commissioner. He already told the lordship both of them Dinath will be appeared. Or
All right, if he is not well, then what order can be passed today? I heard Mr. I. Hock, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. It is submitted at the bar that Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel representing the respondent numbers 1 and 2 is unwell and therefore has not been able to come to court today. On such ground, a prayer has been made to adjourn this matter for 2 weeks. Considering the ground on which the prayer is made, although this is a contempt matter where the order of the court has not been complied, with. Despite earlier opportunities granted to the respondent. On the ground of Mr. Nath, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks, list accordingly.
Highly obliged.
Item 30.
Next is your lordship. Lordship, we have already received the payment. Lordship.
Your name, please?
K. Zaman.
Mr. A.
K. Zaman, Lordship.
K. Zaman, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that his client has already got the relief in compliance with the court order and therefore nothing survives in this contempt case. So Ms. G. Hazarika, Learned Counsel.
Miss N. Borderline name may be recorded, Lordship.
Ms. N. Borderline, Learned Counsel for the respondents is present. In view of the submission made by so-and-so, his contempt case stands closed.
Leave the Lordship.
Item 31.
May I please, Lordship? My lord.
Yes,
if
yes.
Contemptor has complied the judgment, my lord, passed by the.
Mr. Your name, please?
Yes, Islam, my lord.
As Islam Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner submits that the order of this court has already been complied with and therefore nothing survives in this contempt case.
I am S. Islam, Lords.
Mr. S. Islam.
For respondent number 1 to 3.
Full name, then both of you are S. Islam.
Yes, but I am.
Your name, full name?
Shahinur Islam.
Huh?
Shahinur Islam.
Shahinur Islam. This side,
Safiqul Islam.
Mr. Safiqul Islam, Learned Counsel for the respond numbers.
1 to 3.
1, 2, and 3 is present.
Yes, ma'am.
In view of the above, this contempt case stands closed.
Master bless.
May I please, your lordship. In this case, your lordship, willful and deliberate violation of order dated 27/5/22, your lordship, passing WPC number 7142 of 2021.
Who is appearing? Yes. You are appearing for the sole respondent.
My lord.
Yes. Why the order has not been complied with?
My lord, the proposal from the deputy commissioner is awaited. My lord, this is what my instruction says. My lord, the proposal will have to come from the deputy commissioner. The commissioner and secretary will be, my lord, only the approving authority, my lord. If my lord.
Then you have to demand compliance and implead him, deputy commissioner, which district?
Because as per order, your lordship, in order.
All right, then we'll post it for final hearing in the month of December 2024. You want a legal judgment on this or compliance of the order?
Lordship,
What will he do if the deputy commissioner does not send the proposal?
Lordship, as per the order passed by this honorable court, they are directed only the deputy.
All right. Heard Mr.
Commissioner and
S.
secretary,
Learned
that's why,
Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. R. Barpujari, Learned Counsel appearing for the respondent who submits that no proposal has yet been received from the deputy commissioner.
And your lordship, we have submit certified copy to the deputy commissioner.
Respondent has not been able to take any further action in the matter. As such, submits Mr. Barpujari, this is not a case of willful or deliberate violation of the court order. From the record, it appears that the deputy commissioner is not a party in this petition, in the contempt case, nor is there any demand made before him for compliance of the court order. Under the circumstances and on the request of Mr. Barpujari, these matters stands adjourned for 4 weeks.
In the meantime, my lord, I will secure the updated instructions, my lord.
So as to enable him to obtain updated instructions.
My lord.
You have to demand compliance from him. What are you doing?
Yes, lordship, order, in order, lordship, directed, certified copy submitted before the secretary
All
commissioner.
right, then if it is directed, then you keep
That's
quiet.
why we make party only the sole respondent, but
That is your
we have
problem.
submitted the certified copy of the deputy commissioner.
Then you should have made him a party.
Lordship, obliging.
Item 33.
Non-compliance of the
Will
order
obtain
value property
instruction.
part at page 80.
You are appearing for whom?
I am appearing for respondent number 1, Lordship.
Achha, Mr. M. Hussain, Learned Counsel is present for the petitioner. On the request of Ms. G. Hazarika appearing for the respondent number 1, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
Lordship.
So as to enable her to obtain instruction and appraise this court. the steps that have been taken for compliance of the court order. List accordingly.
Item 34.
As per my instruction, my lord, it is complied.
This
Already amount has been sanctioned.
Order has been complied with.
Yes,
As per instruction.
it has been complied.
Mr. M. Hussain, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the order of this court dated 13/8/2021 has been complied with. Mr.
AJ Hazurika for
AJ
respond number
Hazarika,
2.
learned counsel for the respondent number 2 has produced a copy of the sanction order. Dated, copy of the order dated
12 December 2022.
12 December 2022, which goes to show that the amount
2 lakhs.
of rupees 2 lakhs
2 lakhs.
for payment to the petitioner has already been sanctioned. Mr. Borpujari, R. Borpujari, learned counsel for the
My lord, R1, my lord, respondent
respondent
one.
number 1 has also confirmed the state
Yes,
position.
my lord.
In view of the above, by retaining a copy of the order dated 12/12/2022 in the record of this case, the contempt case stands closed.
Item
Item 36.
May it please your lordship. My lord, in this matter, my lord, notice has been issued on 21/2/2023, my lord. As per office note dated 24/8/2023, my lord. Neither an AD card nor the answer.
Take fresh steps then.
My lord, dusty may be allowed, my lord.
No, in contempt case, there can be dusty. Take down hard, Mr.
M. Sakia, my lord.
M. Saikal or counsel for the petitioner. Perused office note dated. It's not dated. 24/8/2023, which goes to show that service report on respondent numbers 1 and 2 are not available. In view of the above and on the request of Mr. Saikal, leave is granted to the petitioner to take fresh steps for service of notice upon respondent numbers 1 and 2. Against that post to daily. Steps within a week from today.
May your lordship.
Item 38.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, order is page 13 and relevant portion of the order is page 17, lordship.
Mr. K. Borua.
M. Alam, lordship.
A. Alam.
M. Alam, lordship.
M. Alam. Petitioner, sole respondent, is it?
Lordship, lordship.
8 weeks, steps, yes, notice.
Item 39.
May it please your lordship, this is a willful disobedience of the order dated 2/11/2020.
Which has Roy, 8 weeks, sole respondent.
Item 40.
Mr. A. Chetri.
In this case, to say, in our court, we have not taken the dusty service, but we have taken the registration and the usual course of notice. So lordship may allow 2 days time to take the dusty service.
Lordship, extra copies is also
Yes,
to be received, lordship.
On the request of Mr. A. Chetri, learned counsel for the petitioner, 2 days time is granted for taking steps for service of notice
To
upon the
respond.
respondent numbers 2,
3 and 4.
2, 3 and 4 by means of dusty to be routed through the registry of this court. In the meantime, 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. A. Chandra, learned.
Additional senior for
Additional-
respondent number 2 and 5, lordship.
Additional.
Additional senior government,
Additional senior government advocate Arunachal Pradesh for respondent numbers 2 and 5.
5. lordship.
But he wants to take dusty step on 2, 3 and 4.
No, 3 and 4 also.
Only 3 and 4.
No, 3 and 4. Obliged.
Much obliged, lordship.
Item 41.
May it please your lordship, in this case, respondent number 4 and 5 entered appearance, my lord. So let the matter may come up for admission.
All respondents have appeared.
Lordship, I am for respondent number 5. I have appeared.
All right. And what about 1 to 4?
24 is government.
Heard Ms. S. Roy, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. S. Sharma, Ms. S. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam. No, you right. Also heard Ms. G. Hazarika, learned standing counsel Revenue Department Assam for respondent number 1 and Ms. S. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam for respondent numbers 2 to 4, full stop. Ms.
M. Das.
M. Das, council has entered appearance for respondent number 5. As such, this writ petition is ready as regards service and be now listed for admission.
Interim order may.
Interim order passed, later to continue.
Item 42.
May I please your lordship? I've already taken steps, my lordship. Extra copies has been served.
So there is deficit postal stamp.
My lordship, I'll-
Mr. D. Hussain, learned counsel for the petitioner, assures this court that the deficit postal stamp of ₹5 will be furnished to the concerned section within 3 days from today. As such, subject to fulfillment of the above condition, await service report on the unsserved respondents.
J for our lordship.
Ms.
Alright.
J. Boral, learned counsel is present on behalf of
1, 2, on behalf of PNRD lordship, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 to 16 lordship,
on respond numbers 1, 2, 4, 5,
7
7 and
to 16, 7 to
7
16.
to
lordship.
16. Registered to verify and list this case again after 4 weeks with appropriate office note.
There is an interim order, my lordship.
Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Highly
Yes,
obliged.
your lordship.
Great.
Your lordship. Lordship, as per office note dated, notice has been issued, lordship, to respondent number 6.
Lordship, I have also received instruction. I will file affidavit. I'm appealing. for transfer.
Miss
R. Shahal.
R. Shah, learned counsel is present for the petitioner. Ms. M. D. Boral, learned standing counsel, Transport Department, Assam, appearing for respond numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Submits that she has received instructions and be granted 3 weeks time to file affidavit. None has appeared for respond number 5. Awaiting service report on respond number 6. This matter is directed to be listed again after 4 weeks with appropriate
Lordship.
office note. Yes.
Deep replacement.
Item 44.
This matter, my lord, your lordship directed to justice service, my lord, and we have served them, my lord, and filed the affidavit today, my lord.
What is the matter about?
Matter, my lord, is our construction has been stopped, my lord. Earlier also they have done it, my lord. That is why your lordship allowed me to serve the speech. First, my lord, at page 36, my lord, they.
All right, we'll have it on Wednesday or Friday along with the
My lord.
affidavit.
My lordship.
Here in this case, lordship, we received the notice Friday last, lordship, and today I received the file, lordship, and Okala number I will file the
For
Okala.
whom? Appearing for whom?
Lordship, yes, lordship.
Respondents 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 2, 3 and 4.
You are appearing for whom?
Yes, the chair, the municipality board.
Respondent numbers.
Yes,
2,
lordship.
3 and 4.
2, 3 and 4, lordship.
All right, then what to do?
Lordship, can you fix the matter after 2 weeks, lordship? I will submit my affidavit, lordship, entire affidavit, lordship.
My lord,
It's a serious matter, lordship. It's a serious
Yeah,
matter, the violation
so
of.
this week, next week, the whole week is almost holiday.
Yes,
So after 1 week is equivalent to 2 weeks.
my lord. That may fix, my lord.
Huh?
That may fix, my lord.
All right, then we'll have it on 8th of September.
My lord.
All right. Heard Mr. Jean Sayola, senior counsel appearing for the petitioner, also heard Ms. S. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam, appearing for respond number 1. Mr. J. K. Goswami, learned counsel, has appeared on behalf of respond numbers 2, 3 and 4 and submits that he be granted a week's time to file affidavit. First up, expressing urgency in the matter, Mr. Sahiwala has however wait for posting this matter without any further delay. First up, taking note of the request made by learned counsel for both the sides, the respond numbers 2, 3 and 4 are granted time till 1/9/2023 to file affidavit by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. List this case again on 8/9/2023 as a fixed item by tagging the affidavit.
1/9 is a little bit early, lordship, 1/9.
You see if you can file, otherwise we'll
Lordship.
see.
Lordship.
Maybe we'll pass an order in his favor.
Very serious.
Everybody wants quick relief nowadays, so you have to.
Lordship, lordship. I will try, lordship.
See, eviction notices are issued giving 24 hours
No,
notice.
No,
Now
not
filing affidavit 5 hours. We'll pass
No,
order like
no,
this.
eviction.
The learned
orders-
government advocate Assam prays for some time to file affidavit. 2.5 hours time is granted. This kind of orders will come now.
Yeah, Lordship,
Everybody has urgency.
Lordship.
So you have to
Lordship.
gear up.
Lordship.
You dictate Google words, they'll type the affidavit and send a copy here and we'll read it and pass orders. This is what is coming. So 1 week is a huge time for filing affidavit. Yes. What is this?
Lordship, as per the office note, the matter was posted in Lavazima. We were allowed to take steps by registered court as per is usual. We pray for dusty service, Lordship. We will take through dusty service on respondent number 4 in both the matters, Lordship.
You are appearing for whom?
For the Provident Fund Authority, 1, 2, 3. Respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Who is respondent number 4?
Motherghatta Tea Company, Lord.
Motherghatta Tea Company Private Limited.
We have taken fresh steps.
No, Lordship, we had taken both ways late beforehand on
No,
25th.
after the order dated 25th of August, have
No,
you taken?
Lordship, we haven't taken till, we'll take
Yeah.
dusty, Lordship.
No, you can't choose that. Miss so-and-so, Miss
S. Todi, Lordship.
S. Todi,
Todi.
Learned Counsel for the petitioner, prays for and is granted 2 days further time to take steps in compliance with the Lord Jima Court order dated 25/8/2023. In addition to that, on the request of learned counsel for the petitioner, dusty service, to be routed to the registry is also permitted on the respondent number 4. Ms. M. Devi, learned counsel is present on behalf of respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3. Let this writ petition be listed again after the affidavit in compliance with order of dusty service is brought on record.
Obliged, Lordship.
51, your lordship, the petitioner has prepared the writ petition challenging an eviction order, your lordship. No interim order was passed, your lordship. Only your lordship, his application, your lordship, directed to be considered, your lordship. In the meanwhile, your lordship, they issued 2 notices. If your lordship comes to page 27, your lordship, on 2/8 and then 29, 17/8, your lordship. This is the plan they have been
But you
holding.
can't file IAs for questioning eviction notices.
That is your lordship continuation of your lordship earlier eviction process. That
Earlier eviction was not stayed.
not stayed, your lordship.
Lordship, the eviction has already been completed
On-
on 21st of August.
That's
the
your lordship. I am
instructions.
still holding on to some portion of the land. your lordship.
Copy was
50
received by me
years,
on
these people are living there, your lordship, as electrician, your lordship, and now they say, your lordship, that you will have to move.
9.
I have also
But
applied.
when you moved the matter, no interim order was passed.
No,
No, your
Was it
lordship.
rejected?
Your lordship may kindly, that stays rejected, your lordship.
Interim was not passed.
Accordingly, court is of the considered opinion that the petitioner has not been able to make out any case for grant of interim relief. Order dated 5/12.
Order dated?
5/12/2022, your lordship, in the writ petition. Now, your lordship, if I understand your lordship, that the problem for me, your lordship, but if your lordship, under the land policy, your lordship, I am entitled for settlement, your lordship. They are.
That the learned judge has said, the DC to consider.
Yes.
Lordship.
Lordship, may kindly peruse the documents I have furnished.
Yes, what is the document?
This is your lordship. This is a report, page number 2, the second page. This is a report by the circle officer to the additional deputy commissioner. So the eviction has already been carried out in DAG number 370, which was encroached by the petitioner, lordship. It's already
Yes, I have
completed.
also stated, your lordship, in my petition.
All right, so now what is the relief? You have been evicted.
Evicted. your
Eviction can't be stalled now.
Yes, your
lordship.
Then-
My prayer will be, your lordship, at least they should consider, your lordship, some alternative place, your lordship, allotment, because your lordship, ultimately there is a policy by the government that
all the indigenous people, and there is specific provision in the land policy, your lordship, that the people of indigenous people will be settled with.
What is your instruction in
Lordship,
IA?
they were in IA, your lordship, copy was received on 23rd of August and the eviction was already completed on 21st of August. So they filed later, your lordship, the IA.
After eviction.
So your client has made an application for settlement of
Lordship.
under which scheme?
Lordship, they have applied under Bosundhara, your lordship.
Vasundhara, prior to that, your lordship, they had not made any application for
Since
settlement.
1993, your lordship,
Vasundhara.
since 1993, your lordship, I have applied, your lordship. Even during 1993, I have applied, your lordship, for settlement.
Vasundhara scheme was not.
That
there.
is not there. That is what I am submitting, your lordship. But even now, your lordship, after Bosundhara, I have applied, your lordship. Application we have filed.
So your client was occupying Sarkari land.
Survey
Yes.
land, your lordship.
Yes.
In the entire stretch of land, your lordship, the people are occupying government land, your
Correct.
lordship.
Now, what is the ground on which you are challenging the eviction notice?
Lordship, this is basically, your lordship, that I have already submitted my application for settlement of land, your lordship, that has not been considered.
That is another.
Otherwise, your lordship will kindly see that that is one of the aspect, your lordship. Even your lordship, the settlement rules, your lordship, it says, your lordship, once an application for vast land is submitted, either it will have to be admitted
No,
or.
that's fine, Mr. Bottaswamy. Eviction has its own parameters.
Lordship.
The courts can consider
Lordship.
and see. But at the same time, the government also has a right to clear its encroachment over Sarkari.
Lordship.
But merely because somebody has filed an application for settlement, that cannot stall the eviction process. That will become a then pattern for everyone to come to
Yes,
court.
your lordship.
No, that.
That we cannot be blanket stand cannot be taken like this. If you say that your grievances regarding your application for allotment of land, we can examine.
Lordship.
Please remember, the courts will only examine if there is a violation of Article 14. Nothing else in these matters.
And also
Article 14 and 21.
21,
nothing
your
else.
lordship. Ultimately, your lordship,
21, yes.
will definitely come here, your lordship. Because
Otherwise,
right
it
to
is
shelter, your lordship.
not the job of a writ court
Lordship.
to go into any other aspect of the matter.
Lordship.
If you say that somebody else has been allowed to stay, your client has been discriminated, somebody else similarly situated was allowed, but your client, these are the rights protected by the Constitution. And the courts will step in to protect the rights. But beyond that, if he is
Lordship,
doing
I
something.
understand, your lordship, and in fact, your lordship, it is a violation of Article 21, your lordship. Right to shelter, your lordship, and that is why, your lordship, the land policy, your lordship, of 2019, 1989, 2019, your lordship, is there. And it says that there will be
You must argue.
Lordship.
You must argue and develop your case then.
Lordship.
Nobody
Your
will argue
lordship,
that.
fix a date, your lordship, I will.
You have to argue.
Lordship.
What is it your case that anybody who is in occupation of Sarkari land, if he is asked to vacate, then government has to give him accommodation in a hotel or
No,
guest
that
house?
is not the case, your lordship. But your lordship, my right, your lordship, accrues from the policy, your lordship, that has consistently been followed by the government.
What is the policy?
That is the 1989 policy, 2019 land policy, your lordship. And on the basis of land policy, they have been allotting land to various people, your lordship.
So therefore, are you making out a case of discrimination? That is what I'm asking you.
Lordship, and I have made a statement in my IA, your lordship, that the same portion of land, your lordship, government land, one person has already been settled the land. Now
where is the particular? Which paragraph in IA?
We have said, your lordship, para 11, your lordship.
Yes,
That
para
is
11.
That is on the basis of your lordship, para 11, page 18 of my IA.
No, but this is a speculative statement.
Yes, your lordship.
You don't know. You're firing a shot in the dark.
No, that is from my knowledge, your lordship, I am saying, and in fact, I have also submitted.
All right, you obtain instruction responding to Heard Mr. S. Bottabul and
Or your
counsel for
lordship fix the matter, your lordship, some other day, your lordship, I will place the policies, etc. and your lordship will.
There was a PIL, your lordship, PIL number 70 of 2018. There, your lordship, the PIL got disposed of with the direction that certain plot of land should be reserved for children park in this particular DAG numbers. So that PIL got disposed of, and thereafter, your lordship, a contempt arose. And then the contempt case is still pending before the division bench of this Honorable High Court. So, your lordship, this particular persons, this Mr. Atul Das and Gopal Mandal, they are encroaching the land which is being reserved for the children park. So basically, it is a private dispute. If one files a case, the other one will also file another case. So this way, the matter is getting
private
delayed,
dispute
your lordship.
about what?
Some ego clashes, your lordship, because they don't want the children park to come up. The PIL was by an NGO, your lordship.
Let them bring that by.
Will you file an affidavit?
It is mentioned in their pleadings, your lordship, that this in paragraph 11, they have stated that it is reserved for the children park. It is stated, your lordship.
So you file your affidavit then, let them
Lord,
file their art,
yes,
Mr. S. Bottabul and counsel for the applicant. Where is the statements made in the IAM, Miss N. Bordolo Ilani Standing Counsel, Revenue Department, Assam, praise for 2 weeks.
Also, your
time.
lordship, may I, your lordship, the eviction is already completed,
File
your
an
lordship.
objection by stating that since the eviction process has already been completed, there
Yes.
is no scope for this court
Yes.
to grant any relief to the applicant in this case. Miss, your name please? N. Dale and counsel is present on behalf of OP numbers 5 to 13. Be that as it may, on the request of Ms. Bordolo, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
3 weeks, your
3 weeks, so as to enable her to file
The date will be fixed, your lordship.
list again in the 3rd week of September 2023. But then if you have a case, you develop it.
Lordship.
We can't just randomly pass an order.
Lordship, that I
Develop a
understand, your
case.
lordship.
There are human issues,
Lord.
people living with, but then people are encroaching land in Guwahati. All across the state, people are all moving to Guwahati and they are encroaching land, Sarkari land.
If your lordship permits, your lordship, in fact, your lordship, not only in Guwahati, your lordship, in most of the towns, your lordship, in your lordship, the land still remaining Sarkari, your lordship, because your lordship, resettlement operation is on hold in Assam.
Then you
That's the one of
develop
the
a case and argue, then we'll see if there is a real issue.
Lordship.
We'll ask the government.
Lord.
But randomly, people cannot come and encroach Sarkari land. They have a right to get it vacated. That's what can the courts do about it? We can only at best lay down a procedure.
Lordship.
Give some notice, give some time. Otherwise, it is Sarkari land. They will take that position when they want to.
And in fact, your lordship, the problem arises, your lordship, because your lordship, government from time to time, your lordship, settling land on the basis of the land policies to your.
So you make out your
Lordship,
case.
I will, your lordship,
Yes,
this is, I am
yes.
only.
Yes.
submitting, your lordship. Of like.
Yeah, what is this? Item 52.
Eviction issue.
None appears for the petitioner on call. You are for?
PWD, my lord, respondent 5.
Mr. B. Gogoi, learned counsel for the respondent number 5 is present. Ms. S. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam has appeared on behalf of respondent numbers. G. Hajarika, SC revenue for 1 and S. Sharma for 2 and 3. 2, 3 and 4, is it? 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4 and 6.
1 to
Since
revenue.
the petitioner's counsel is absent today, list this case again on 1/9/2023 as a fixed item. Interim order passed earlier to continue till then.
Obliged.
For hearing item 45.
May I please oblige? My lord, here is the case, my lord, the petitioner has said the elections of the Silchar Municipal Board as well as the Deputy Commissioner Silchar, my lord. Yeah, my lord, what happened, my lord, name of the land, or name of the particular road was in the name of Vidyanath, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, some private person under the shelter of my lord.
So you want a writ of mandamus?
My lord, what I want, my lord, at this stage, my lord.
What you would get is a different matter. What you want, let us.
My lord, I want, my lord, my lord, deputy commissioner, all the Silchar municipal board, my lord, after hearing both the parties, my lord, let come to the decision, my lord, what can be done.
No, but what, how can the deputy commissioner decide on what?
My lord,
Under which provision of law?
Silchar municipal board has filed the affidavit, my lord. In that, my lord, para 4, they said, my lord. They
Whether
said,
a particular street should be named this or that.
my lord.
Who is the deputy commissioner to decide?
My lord,
that?
even Silchar municipal, both are the authority, my lord. Silchar municipal board filed an affidavit, my lord. Lordship, kindly have a look at page 93, my lord. Paragraph 5.
Affidavit by respondent number?
Respondent number 4 and 5. Para 5 is clear, my lord, somehow.
Yes.
May I read, my lord, small paragraph?
Hmm.
That it is the usual practice if any change of the name of the road is provided by any organization, a municipal board usually issue notice for such objection and quarter, and thereafter hearing the objection, they decide any change. Furthermore, the change of the name of the road is absolutely administrative decision. Such decision cannot be taken by any private party. So they have some authority, and my objection I have already placed at page 29. That has not been taken into account. So let them take a decision on that, my lord, after hearing both the parties, my lord.
My lord, I think better it should go back to the municipal authority. They will make a inquiry. And after all, my lord, any private organization, my lord, they cannot give any name. My lord, they can give, but then they will have to take it before the municipal authority. They will decide. If there is any objection of the public, they will decide accordingly. And nothing
The
of
municipal
that.
board's power to do that is under which provision?
My lord, exactly, I was thinking that.
My lord, in
And I
Guwahati,
was,
my lord, similar situation, my lord, lordship.
No,
and
that's a different issue.
Permit me, my lord,
Please
municipal.
take your seat, please take.
My lord is asking the under what provision of law. I was also thinking it. So let it come in the next week, my lord. In the meantime, I will get the instruction. This is a very pertinent question, my lord. Under what provision of law they can decide it?
Yes.
My lord,
What provision?
My lord, in similar circumstances, my lord,
What
in
provision of law?
provisions, it is
Then
not
we'll
mentioned, my
absorb
lord.
it.
It's
Yeah, in a court of law, we have to talk law.
my lord.
Without law, no
Yes,
order.
well, I'll just satisfy your lordship one point. In Guwahati also same thing happened, man.
What provision of law I'm asking you? If there is no provision of law, there will be no mandamus.
I'll check it up, man.
Mandamus is to be issued directing or compelling the officials to perform their statutory duties, nothing else.
Fine.
So if municipal board has a statutory duty, we'll ask them to look into and pass an order. If they don't have, we'll dismiss the writ petition asking the parties to go to the civil court. There is no third alternative.
Under
If
similar
you go by law,
law.
if you go by something else, then many things can happen.
My lord, anyway, my lord,
But unfortunately, this court would like to go by law.
my lord.
I don't know what you would want.
I feel that, my lord.
My lord, under similar circumstances, Mokalma case was also.
What
there.
is the principle of law, Mr.?
Yes, my lord, that
I will
have
not
to-
follow any order unless the principle is discernible.
My lord, I have to check it out.
You tell me what is the principle, what is the law? Definitely, if there is an order passed
Yes,
by a
yeah.
coordinate bench, we will follow it.
Yes.
But unless, what is binding is the
What
ratio.
what is the law point?
What is the law?
Lordship,
If there is, there must be something.
Yes.
there must be some.
If there is a dispute of this nature, one party trying to change the name of a street,
They have changed.
it can't be a jungle rule here.
Whether it is under any statute or guidelines or any government
Or
notification,
some circular.
there must be
some-
certain thing.
The municipality or somebody has to have the authority. Then what is the nature of authority, we'll see, and then we'll ask the person to. take
Exactly.
it. That's the long
They
and
have
short.
some-
of it. You're appearing for whom?
Private respondent number two.
Other group.
Other group.
Why you want to change the
No,
name? of
Lordship, there is no change of the road.
Hmm.
Actually, the earlier road is named after Buddhanath Soroni. Over it, the second Budak Bridge has been constructed, Lordship. This road is non-existent.
Hmm.
Now, while constructing this bridge, further land was also acquired from us also. So as there is no road, we made another road. And the locality resolved that it should be named after Raj Chandra Dev, our petitioner interest, and we made a prayer before the municipal authority for recognizing that also. That representation was.
So you don't want any change in the earlier road of.
Earlier road is non-existent, Lordship.
Our road is
That
there,
all.
my lord.
Over there,
96,
the second
1996.
Budak Bridge has been
All
constructed.
right, that is a factual dispute.
Yes, Lordship.
Some authority will have to look into it. You find out what it is.
Well-
We'll have it after 2 weeks. Heard Mr. Jay Borbia, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner, Mr. S. Datta, Learned Senior Counsel appearing for this.
4 and
Respond
5.
numbers 4 and 5. Mr. S. D. Purkash,
6
Learned
to 10.
Counsel appearing for respond numbers 6 to
10.
10. First up, Ms. G. Hazarika, Learned SC Revenue, and Ms. S. Sharma, Learned GA Assam are also present on behalf of the official respondent. Since the entire controversy involved in this proceeding revolves around the question of naming / renaming of a public pathway in Silchar, District Kachar, Assam. In response to a pointed query made by this court as to which authority has the power to deal with such matters and under what provision, the Learned Counsel for all the sides, all the parties have prayed for posting this matter again after 2 weeks, so as to enable them to examine the law and make appropriate submission. In view of the above, hearing of this matter still adjourned for 2 weeks.
Much of it.
You also look up.
Yes, I'll check it out.
Yes.
I got somewhere, my lord, I cannot recall, my lord. But
No.
in respect of Guwahati, my lord,
No, but that
that
clue
clue will get.
is a different proposition.
Yes, clue will get.
Lord, I was indicating my learned friend, that will be the question falling from his lordships. So we'll have to be prepared.
Lordship, I fix any date, my lord.
It'll come after 2 weeks.